So I'm currently behind the wheel of the 2021 Hyundai Venue Denim, and I wanted to take some time to showcase the interior of this thing. So starting like normal from left to right. Over on the left, you've got your normal window switches, door locks, your rear mirror adjust. Up here you have your door latch. To the right of that, you've got the dim level button for the gauge cluster, kind of blanked out by the sun right now, as a lane assist button as well as traction control. Moving up to the gauge cluster, you've got your normal tach over on the left, speedometer on the right. You got temps in the middle of that one, and your fuel gauge in the middle of the speedometer. Center, you have a little digital display which has a few pages. So right now you're on one page, showcases miles per hour, your fuel economy, accumulated info, drive info, and back to miles per hour. Going to a different page, you got showcasing this lane assist, your tension level, last brake, and the tire pressures for all four corners, showcasing what PSI they're in. And finally, just a user settings page for driver assistance, the door, the lights, convenience, the service interval, other, language, and you can reset it all. I usually leave it just right here on the miles per hour screen. It also displays what gear you're in, the current miles left in gas you have, as well as the temperature outside, and right here will display which drive mode you're in. So I just switched it to snow mode. It says snow there, sport. It says sport there, normal, of course. It says normal there. I'll showcase how I was changing that when I get to the center console. Moving back to the steering wheel, how I was adjusting the different pages and cycling through. This button right here adjusts what page you're on, and the up and down arrow will allow you to cycle through the options on that page. You also have cruise control options next to that. Over on the left, you've got your volume control, you've got your tuner option button if you want to switch between radio stations, phone options as well as the mode button. Behind the steering wheel, you have the engine start-stop button. So this is kind of the screensaver screen, but once you swipe over, you get into all the kind of apps that are in the menu. So you got map, navigation menu, phone, blue link, the radio, media, the sounds of nature, which are cool, like waves, raindrops, things like that. You should know you can also have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, but they're kind of grayed out at the moment. You got HD radio data, voice, memo, valet mode, the setup. Just going to setup real fast. You can adjust things such as your user profile, the sound, voice recognition, device connections, navigation, display, buttons, general. And then you got notifications and your user's manual. Home, that's basically the home, but you got nav, you got radio, you've got media, you've got favorites button below that, you've got seek, track, the map screen that showcase, nav, and setup. Over on the left, you've got the volume knob. Over on the right, you've got the tuner knob. Below that, you've got the hazard button. Going further lower than that, you've got some more HVAC controls. So right here is where you control, obviously, hot and cold. You can turn it off as well, the different modes for the HVAC control. This is not a knob or anything. It's just kind of like a little digital display showcasing when you're changing things. So you can see this is the fan level control, but also on the left it showcases when you're changing the temp as well. And down low will showcase when you're changing where it's blowing air from. Down below that, you got a nice cubbyhole space, and tucked a little bit behind that, you've got a 12-volt smoker's port, as I call it. You got USB, and then a specific power USB point for if you want to charge your phone. Coming behind that, you've got the gear lever for the vehicle. So you got park, reverse, neutral, and drive. Like many vehicles, if you go drive, you knock it over, you can shift the vehicle manually. This is the only way to shift it manually. There are no paddles located on the steering wheel. So this is the only way you can select your own gears. Put it back in the park. Behind that, you've got driver and passenger heated seats, as well as the drive mode button, or more like a toggle. So you've got normal, sport, and snow, just switchable by going left and right on this knob. Behind that, you've got two cup holders, manual parking brake. You've got cubby space. There's no plugs really hidden in here that I could find, so it's just good for utilized space. Going over to the passenger side, you've got a cool little ledge, but you do not miss out on having a glove box as well. Give you a look at the passenger seat. These are what the seats look like. It's 2 rows. This vehicle does not have a sunroof, but does feature some lighting buttons up top. But that is pretty much the interior of the 2021 Hyundai Venue Denim. If I missed out describing some feature in the vehicle, or if there's anything that you wanted touched on a little deeper, let me know in the comments below and I will try to get you the answer. Thanks for watching.